Welcome back, everybody, to another episode or a video on House of Hoff. I was going to leave this one blank and just have it be the sounds of me drawing and creating a little sketch, but I'm just adding a little voiceover just to keep you company while you watch, at least for a little. I've been yearning to improve my skills. I've been feeling unsatisfied by the quality of work I've been making as of late, whether it be me rushing or concerning things that I shouldn't be concerned with, like becoming successful on YouTube or having you like the video. At the end of the day, I know me best, and I think I've been too focused on everybody else. So, I've been trying to tune more into what would make me happy and make me feel quote-unquote satisfied, and want to lean into that. So I found an art school online that I enrolled in and have been taken a few classes on there, which has really helped a lot. I've really forgotten how much learning can take you out of holes that you're in, and maybe you're feeling stuck because you don't have an adequate amount of information in order to get yourself out of the hole, like a ladder. You're gonna get stuck, and I feel stuck all the time, and I'm gonna get stuck again. I know that for sure, but I want to lean into these things that make me feel good, because at the end of the day, you can't guarantee whether or not your video is going to get views or a piece of art is going to sell. So to be and having your emotional happiness and satisfaction tied to that seems like I'm setting myself up for failure, which I have been doing, and why I think I've been, feeling like a failure and imposter syndrome, because I'm chasing things that I can't control. But if I pursue, it might sound hedonistic, but if I pursue pleasing myself and making myself happen, I think it's more so in the sense of like internally motivated. So that when I get 0 views or when my paintings don't sell, I'm still happy with the end result because I got what I needed out of it. And maybe that might be just to have fun, learn something new. I've really realized how obsessed I am with discovery and pushing the limits of what I know and getting better. And that might not be what everyone else feels, but I think for art in particular, and a lot of other things in my life, you want to see some progress, and it's tough to put in work and not see progress and feel progress. I think progress is the thing that fuels motivation, and it's really hard to stay motivated for something if you don't feel any progression with it. I mean, you want your hard work to pay off, and I think your subconscious will start to protect itself if it feels like it is being taken advantage of. And I think that's when you experience burnout, is your subconscious is like, nah, I know that this is there's no plan to this. It knows a little bit better than you, and it's refusing to, work with you. And I always talk about, I feel like me and my subconscious, and it's like, okay, this is going to start to sound crazy, but I feel like I really started using this analogy and metaphor for myself. Like, my subconscious is like a stallion, and I'm, me and the rider, and in order to do the things you need to do, it takes a power horse, like a horse and a stallion, to ride and to go the distance that you need to go. Sorry for that stuttering, but people aren't even this far along. But I believe that the rider has its wants and desires, but the stallion is a little bit more stubborn, and if you don't do the work necessary to keep that stallion in check, it's going to just unconsciously stop listening to you. It does not want to be tamed, and it will regress back to an untamed tendencies if fed bad rewarding poor behaviors, and it no longer listens to you, and it knows that you're full of BS. But so it's doing the things that are healthy. I'm getting all distracted. I don't even really know what I was going with that, but it's pretty much, like, you can't just like expect yourself to do all this work and not have it thought out, at least in this mindset that's going to protect you in the long haul and keep you going. Because at the end of the day, if you just do this for a week or two, it's not going to be enough. And I feel like I've almost been doing this for a couple of years now. At least, like, I've been trying to make films for a while, and have been in Los Angeles for close to 10 years, and have been drawing and painting for the last 3 or 4, and it's slow. It takes, I think, a lot longer than you think, so you just gotta stick with it. I really think that the only advice is, like, don't give up, because you just don't. It's such, like, I almost hate hearing that, oh, don't give up. It's not really that great of advice, but I think it's more so like, you might never become successful. So, like, remove your expectations from it. And now, without the idea of making money or the idea of you being successful, what would you do if you knew you got absolutely nothing externally from it? And that's where I want to be. I think that for some reason that's the pocket where I make the best stuff, because I'm making stuff that I love for me, and I'm not worried about anything else. And I think you end up just falling short when you try to, make things for other people, because you best. So you gotta, get your focus. There's a reason probably why they put blinders on a horse when they're running a race, because checking over left and right, it's going to slow you down. It just slows you down, and when you put your head down and you just get lost in the process, this is also something else, is that I can't tell you, this might be indicative of the type of artist that I am, or the lack of artist that I am, and I need to become better at this. And I think that once I start incorporating a little bit of a plan and a pretty thought out story, that my paintings will take more life. But I kind of almost like take like a sculpture-y approach where I don't know where I'm doing. I just kind of throw stuff at it, and I almost I see this almost like looking like a woman with like a cool like soccer jersey on. I don't know if she just played like a soccer game, or she's an artist. You just like you start to see it, and you kind of let go of your expectations and follow where kind of life is telling you, and it's hard to let go. And again, I keep forgetting what I'm going with these topics, and I just keep rambling, and I thought I wasn't going to be talking for this long of a voiceover, but I guess I keep finding the words to say. It's hard to let go and keep going, and I guess what I was trying to say is that there have been very few paintings that have ended the way I thought they were going to end. And oftentimes the paintings that I love are the ones where I gave up on that original idea and followed what was just happening. And I think that's tough, because there's a lot of fear that comes with that. There's a lot of risk-taking that comes with that. You get into a pocket of good enough, and you like it, you don't love it, and you're too afraid to ruin something you like to turn it into something you love, that you just settle for good enough, and you settle for liking it. And it's a pocket I find a lot of my art landing in, where I just like get fear. So I want to try to be maybe a little bit more reckless. Like, you can paint over stuff and keep going. So yeah, just keep going, keep trying stuff. I feel like crap every other day or every day. I'm such a mental head case, and like even right here, like I don't like these marks that I'm making. Actually, looking at this video now, I'm like, oh man, why did I go back? But whatever. I'll have to just do another girl one and do another one like this, and it'll take its own direction and just get lost in the process. So maybe I want, for these last couple minutes of the video, don't click off, just let the ambience of the sounds of me drawing and painting, and think about yourself. Take a moment to meditate. Think about the things you want, how you want it. Because making money is important, but how you make it's important too, because we're gonna have to keep making money in this world we live in. Things are so expensive and it sucks. It really sucks, but we're gonna need to work a lot, so we might as well love what we work. And it'd probably help if we didn't, hate what we do, because again, a lot of days. So think about what keeps you awake when you feel sleepy, what wakes you up. When do you feel the most awake and alive? That's probably what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know. I'm still figuring things out, and I definitely don't think I'm necessarily someone you would listen to from the basis of I'm not really happy with where my life's at yet either. So I think until I get myself there, I really gotta hold off before giving advice. So I love you all. I hope you enjoyed the rest of this video, and I hope it didn't ruin the talking over the sounds of me drawing this sketch. But let me know in the comments what you think. Give me a like and a follow, all the corny stuff. Oh gosh, I'm such a sellout. But I love you all. Keep going. Don't give up. There's been so many times I think I'm down and out, and you laugh a couple weeks later, and you didn't know you were so close to being happy again, or this and that. So stick with it. Keep doing what you love. 'Cause I love you all.